I'm ready. Believe that. So as we know, the Minnesota Vikings lost yesterday, but always learning curves, always things to get better upon. Don't look at it as a L, right? Look at it as a learning experience, learning opportunity. But at the end of the day, it's some questions. You know what I'm saying? It's some questions about the receiving room, the receiver room. Jalen Naylor. Now the question is, will he be out? Kevin O'Connell spoke on it briefly in the presser yesterday, but will he be out? You know, is he really injured or is it just something simple? And how will the Vikings move forward, move along if Jalen Naylor will be out a week or two as well, beginning of the season? Heavy. What about the QB room? Not the QB room. Well, the QB room, but the cornerback room, huh? Who's in? Who's out? I still like the rookie Vaughn. Heavy, homie. Period. I feel like he's sliding his way up. You know what I mean? Hey, the Vikings right now have to pick the best players available is part of the process, part of the program. But the eye test tells you a lot, huh? The eye test tells you a lot. Your QB problem. I'm not gonna say it's a problem. I think it's simple, huh? I'm taking Max Brosmer over Sam Howell. Matter of fact, Sam Howell might not even make the squad. He might be the last man out. It might be Ripien, boom, Max Brosma, JJ McCarthy, you want. But I'm taking Max Brosma at the two position. Even with the mistakes he may have made yesterday, he's still, to me, better than Ripien. And Ripien had a couple good drives. And Sam Howell. I don't care what nobody talking about, bro. A quarterback shows you who he is. Please believe who he is, huh? Max Brosmer, one thing you can say about him, let's just dive into the QB thing first, huh? One thing you can say about that man, he's always poised, cool, collected, even under pressure, huh? Yesterday, he was under a lot of fire, especially late in the game, right? Their trenches were beating the Vikings' trenches a lot of times late in the game, baby. We're just being real. But he stayed calm, cool, collected, still deliver good throws, hard throws, huh? He throws a good ball. You see his delivery, and he's just getting started. We talk about coach player development. I would be shocked and surprised if KOC wouldn't want a guy of that caliber that he can mold and develop, huh? You hear me? Now, are they scared or do they fear him potentially competing with JJ McCarthy next season or one season in the future? I don't think so, but hey, you never know, baby. But never protect a quarterback or any other position, any other player, huh? May the best man be on the field. That's how it should be, dog. Period. But what is the problem? It's a clear. You see who passes the eye test. I'm saying Sam Howell out of there. You throw an interception like that. Come on, bro. You how many years in? And you used to be a starter in the NFL. You've played starting football. You've seen the highest level of competition, and you still doing stupid shit like that, bro. You hear me? Oh, I've seen enough of it. Observed enough of it. You know who he is. You know who he is, dog. Same as Kirk Cousins. You want to give him a chance, give him a chance, even though he was hiding behind the good guy image, the imagery, wearing one big disguise, right? But you know who Sam Howe is. I'm taking Max Brosma. I'm developing him, making sure he gets better. Matter of fact, he's getting all the reps this week, all the first team reps or second string, whatever. McCarthy won't play. But I'm putting Max Brosmer in the spotlight, primetime Friday, and I'm saying, hey, you want to be the two? Go show me you're the two. If KOC has any doubt, which right now out of Sam Howell and Ripien and Brosmer, I don't know why KOC would have doubt. But if he does have doubt, right? Yeah, boom. Play Brosmer majority of the game and let him prove it then. If he ain't proved it yet, round yonder to you. I'm just talking facts here. But it's clear evident to see who your number two should be, homie. Brosmer does everything better and he has the least experience. It's no way Sam Howell should be playing close to the level of Brosmer or vice versa. You hear me? And that shows you Max Brosmer's potential. Bottom line, I don't care how you want to look at it, what the so-called media, analysts, experts talking about round yonder, huh? Check the eye test. Check the eye test, baby. And that's what it is. Max Brosmer is your two moving forward, in my opinion. Fire them comments up. Let me know how you feel about it. Let's get it, man. Next up, can the Vikings win without certain starters out? With certain starters out, man. And now it's looking like it may be more injuries. You got the Jalen Naylor situation, huh? Period. This is a guy who has battled hamstring injuries. Now he's looking at a hand. Hopefully it's nothing major. But you know, KOC couldn't have came out and said it was major, even if it was. But it may be a world the first week or two where Jalen Naylor is out as well. Now you know Jettas, he should be reliable, even though he was banged up, coming off an injury, low key kinda. But can the Vikings win without certain starters? And I say hell yeah. And we talk about adversity, right? Getting punched in the mouth early. I'm not going to say I love this, but I kind of like this because it's going to show us even more, show the world, you fans, NFL fans worldwide, Vikings fans or not, huh? How great the Vikings really are, how much resilience they really have at the end of the day. Great adversity test early, baby, boom, and I'm here for it. Let's get it. Everybody got to step up and elevate. If you're a great team, you adapt. And if the Vikings can go down that first 5-game stretch, dropping a game, maybe two, that's still a success, a successful stretch, huh? With the overseas games too, mixing those in as well, huh? That's still a successful stretch, baby. Heavy, dog. And they're going to prove they're a playoff team and potential Super Bowls contenders, and I stand on that 10 toes down. But yes, it's a way. It starts with KOC for them to win. He has to have phenomenal play calling off the bat. He has to coach a full 4 quarters, finally, homie, finally, right? He has to put his players in the best position to win, but it's going to fall on him, his game management, and his play calling. You know, the offense can't be stagnant, huh? You got to help your defense out. Your defense can't be on the damn field all game. No, it's going to be certain situations, mistakes happens, turnovers is part of football, right? But at the end of the day, majority of the time, the offense should be shining and grinding, dog. Period. Complimentary football, huh? Which we didn't see enough of last season, correct? Right. You hear me, dog? We just stating facts. But it starts with KOC, him having his team fully prepared, huh? Being able to be successful on script and off script. Right. Heavy, you hear me, dog? Then the players, of course, personnel. Biggest thing, can you get your run game going? Is your moving company really legit, dog? That's why you go out, went out and got a Will Fries, a Ryan Kelly, huh? et cetera, baby. Your trenches, run game. Can you lean on the run? Break a team down, break their will, take their will, huh? You know? You getting Christian Darrisaw back. You will have arguably one of the top 5, top 3 offensive lines in the NFL now. That quickly and swiftly, it was revamped. Now you must put it together, period. But it starts with KOC and the run. And the run, baby. We already know how different the offense will look. Subtle changes that you could see through the whole preseason, dog. Heavy, huh? And I'm going to say it again, reiterate it. I've said it before, dog. If KOC must give up play calling, then that's something he must do. He must get out of his ego and give up the reins to Wes Phillips, and that won't be a bad thing. He can still give his input, right, make his replies. But at the end of the day, if Wes Phillips is the man for the job, if he's a better play caller than KOC, that's what it is. It is what it is. Is it about your ego, KOC, or is it about your team being successful, winning a Super Bowl, ultimate goal, et cetera, huh? We know what it is. We know the real deal, no Holyfield, but shout out, respect Holyfield. He is a boxing legend, huh? You hear me? Bottom line, run game going though. That's why you bring the meats in, build your trenches up. Trenches where the games are won, correct? Everybody know that, bruh, especially playoff time. We talking about the Eagles, still the kings of the NFC. How do you beat the Eagles? How do you bang and compete with the Eagles, huh? You hit them in the mouth like they're going to try and hit you in the mouth. You just hit them in the mouth more and you break them and take their will. Oh, the Eagles, very beatable team, dog. You hear me? Piss poor head coach for real. His players make him look good. Jalen Hurts, very good quarterback, Super Bowl winner. No denying that. But it's been a great team built around him, which teams are supposed to do, period. But he will get rattled. He can get rattled. It's schemes, techniques that can shut his ass down. Saquon Barkley, you neutralize him, you always have a shot against him, baby. Huh? You neutralize him, you always have a shot against him, dog. Now, what the Chiefs did in the Super Bowl, they were just outplayed, outmatched, outman, unprepared, homie. It was just a difference, that much of a difference in the trenches, right? Also coaching as well. But at the end of the day, coaching, great coaching, man, can win, beat great talent, huh? Because Philly, their head coach, just a lot of questions about their head coach. KOC, much better head coach, leader of men, play caller, all around coach than what's his name? Whatever his name is, I don't care, baby. You know, you dig me, you get my drift. But he's a better coach than him. That dude's a crybaby, a whiner. Like I say, his team, players, personnel carry him. Very similar to the Ohio State coach. You know, the Buckeyes, his players carry him, dog, period. We know what it is. But coaching, man, I beat the Eagles. Outplay them, outman them, be more tougher, withstand the storm, dog, and bring your own storm, dog. Period, bro. But get the run game going. Get the run game going. You want to be physical, more physical. This is your opportunity. But how do you adapt? Players and staff. How do you adapt, homie? Addison out, huh? Potentially Naylor out. Which wide receivers will step up? That goes to say, is there a receiving problem? Who would you rely on? Would you go out and trade for a Thielen? Let's start there. Hail to the no. Why are you taking a step back? It's a reason they let Thielen go. First off, he wanted too much damn money. That right there says he don't care about the Vikings like that. He didn't love it as much as he say he love it, homie. You look at Hitman Harrison Smith, loyal dog. Real love for Minnesota and the Vikings, huh? And the fan base. You hear me, homie? Took major cuts, major contract restrictions, right? Revamped his whole contract, dog. Period. To stay a Viking, to retire a Viking, to give it another run. Adam Thielen didn't do that. So why we begging for him back? And he's trash. No disrespect. It's just facts. Slow. And he's even slower this year. I don't give a damn what they talking about, bro. I'm not giving you nothing for Adam Thielen. Hail to the no. Why would you bring him back? You're taking a step back. We see it looks like the man is running in mud. He can't even get open, baby. I don't care what's going on in Carolina. Minnesota, Carolina, two different teams, homie, going in two different directions right now. You know, Minnesota is officially in the Super Bowl window, and don't take a step back, homie. Bringing in Adam Thielen. Here we go. The Minnesota nice mentality, Minnesota nice fans. Oh, bring Thielen back. Oh, bring Thielen back, please. Cap, kill that noise. For what, homie? What does it benefit the team to bring that chump punk back, homie? And he ain't even want to stay in the first place, dog. You dig me? You get my drift? You hear me? Let him stay around yonder. Get him up out of there. You don't become a better team with Thielen. Period. Now you want to bring a veteran in, at least let the veteran have some speed on him, some quickness, agility, still can benefit in some way. Period, dog. Bring something to the table. Now, Lucky Jackson, not confident in him. Hell no. Ty Felton, not confident in him. Hell no, bro. Tim Smith, he had some good plays, had some bad ones though. But who would you take out of the three? I'm probably going with Tim Smith. Or if you keep two, I may just say Jackson and Smith. But I'm definitely keeping Tim Smith. So it's between Ty Felton and Lucky Jackson, homie. And I still got to rock with Jackson. Yes, he dropped a couple passes, huh? Some big passes, right? But you can't fumble the ball. You can't give the ball up, bro. But on the flip side, Ty Felton had some good catches yesterday. So it's like a toss-up right now. but I'm slightly giving the edge to Lucky Jackson. I feel like he's done more in training camp and in the preseason games as well. And I wanted to see more speed from Ty Felton. I watched him running his routes, how he looks in and out of his cuts. He doesn't look as fast as I thought he would look, bro, in this NFL game on the field. I questioned his football speed. Yeah. You can run a good 40. Boom. We've seen guys, one of the greats like Jerry Rice, run a 4.7 in the 40, but on a football field, he's running by everybody. That's football speed, dog. Some guys have it, some don't. You hear me, dog? Some guys are fast as hell on the field. Naturally, football speed, dog. Period. Ty Felton doesn't look like he has true football speed. Not getting open enough. I don't like him, like how he comes in and out of his routes. I'm just being real, homie. No disrespect. I know it's tough. He's your third rounder, and he probably will make the squad. But at the end of the day, we need more from him. I don't know if he's not locked in. He's a little tired, fatigue, hitting the rookie wall already. But whatever it is, I'm leaning towards Jackson if I got to pick between the two right now. This next week of practice, this last preseason game Friday night, it's gonna tell all. And everyone's playing for a spot. You better bring your A game. You better bring your damn A game. Now, I don't know if they have joint practices with the Titans. I think it's only one scheduled joint practice, or is it two? Let me know, man. Fire them comments up. Will the Minnesota Vikings be having joint practices with the Tennessee Titans this week? Or is it just 1 week with the Patriots? Let me know, dog. Boom. But at the end of the day, Ty Felton, Lucky Jackson, I'm not comfortable with either one. Even Tim Smith for real. But him and Max Brosmer has became a true connection. He can catch the ball. He can get open. He can beat you downfield. Speed is there. So I'm going with Tim Smith definitely, right? Also, it makes sense to look to bring another receiver in. Not Thielen, though. I stand on that 10 toes down. I don't care what nobody talking about. No fans, whatever. Blase, blah. Not Thielen. But a veteran who can bring you some speed, some agility, quickness, huh? Maybe a big body even. Help you out in run blocking on the goal line. Because for the first 3 weeks, you're going to have to rely on running that ball, toting that tater. Like I've been saying all offseason, right? The Vikings can pick and choose which direction they want to approach the game. They can pound the rock, be physical, break a team down for 4 quarters, or they can be explosive, try and stretch the field, get their receivers open, be aggressive in play calling with KOC, right? Passing, more passes, the pass game. So it's really pick and choose. But if KOC is smart and his staff is smart, they will run the ball, dog. Tote that tater, dog. Break a team down, dog. Keep the ball. Time of possession. Put it in your favor. Burn clock. You hear me, homie? Period. Rely on your defense. Your defense will be the strong point. Heavy, especially the first 3-4 weeks. I know that. Yeah. But win. Win. No excuses. You still win. Period. It's about adaptation and coaching. Coaching will play a big part, the biggest part. No doubt, bro. We know the players have to execute, but these first 3 weeks with Addison out, period. Maybe Naylor, huh? Coaching, phenomenal coaching, man. 4 quarters, adjustments and all. Boom. It's going to be the reason the Vikings win, lose, etc. Let's get it. It's just what it is. Bottom line, though. So that's my take on a receiver situation. Once again, fire them comments up. Let me know how you feel. Who you rocking with now? Who are you going with, huh? Who do you believe in, trust the most on the football field out of Felton, Jackson, and Smith? Let me know, man. Let's get it, homie. You know what I mean? It's just what it is, dog. It's just what it is, man. And we talk about the cornerback position. I'm going to touch in on this briefly. I'm going with Vaughn right now. I think Vaughn will make the team as a rookie, as a UDFA. You know, I feel like his performance in preseason, even training camp, he's been flashing, shows good coverage skills at times. He made some mistakes, gotten beat, but that's part of the game, part of the process, homie. You know, I'm taking him right now, dog. And there's some other corners who can slide in the mix, man. But the cornerback room, it's a lot of opportunity for players to step up. Once again, Friday, the last preseason game, who gonna flash and make a name for themselves for real? What it comes down to, man, bottom line. But the cornerback room, you got the Jeff Okudah. He's a solidified starter. No one knows what's going on with Mekhi Blackman. Like I said, he's not the same. I don't know what it's due to, what the reason is, but he's not the same player, man. He might not be making the team for real, and that's sad, dog. That's messed up. The guy goes from a phenomenal rookie season to boom injury, then boom playing horrible, piss poor. Part of the game. It happens like that, man. It happens like that sometimes, huh? But the cornerback room, a lot of stiff competition right now. Where does Dwight McGlothern fall? He might be out of the race. For real, man. Heavy, I'm just being real. Got to be consistent. Got to do it in joint practice. Got to do it in the game. You got to be consistent when you're trying to make the squad, man. You can't have major drops in performance. Yeah, heavy. So we're going to see how it pans out, man. Very interesting. Going to be very interesting coming down the stretch, correct? Right. Once again, big SKOL here. That's what it is, man. SKOL Vikes win, lose, or draw. And guess what? Oh, me. Oh, me. I ain't got no picture, hear me? SKOL Vikes forever. Yeah.